under computerized accounting system, here also the transactions will be recorded simultaneously as and when it takes place. Under AIS, it is related to accounting, which starts with identifying, collecting of data, processing of data into meaningful information, then summarizing. So whatever the data which is been fed into the computer, so all the data will be processed into meaningful information. Hello everyone, I am Harshita, lecturer, Department of Commerce, Vidhyaashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. My dear students, today we are in the third session of chapter 12, that is of part B accountancy syllabus, that is applications of computers in accounting. So already we have discussed few of the concepts in our previous sessions. So let us quickly recall what we have discussed in a previous session. So in a previous session I have covered this topic, that is we have discussed about capabilities of computer system, then limitations of computer system and components of computer. So as I've already told you, this is a small chapter where you can expect only 1, 2 as well as 5 marks practical oriented question. And most of the time they will ask 1 as well as 2 marks, and for 5 marks practical oriented question, as I've already told you, you have to just draw a block diagram of components of computer. So which I have already discussed in a previous session. In today's session, we shall discuss few of the concepts and we shall wind up this particular chapter. So today we are going to discuss about features of computerized accounting system. So a very important concept, as I've told you, you are going to expect only 1 as well as 2 marks question. So they might ask. So at the end of this session, we shall see what are the expected questions from these topics. Now coming to the features of computerized accounting system. So the first feature is that online input as well as storage of accounting. So here, like manual accounting, how the accounting will be done through manually. So in computerized accounting system, all the input of data. So online input, so we are going to input the data as well as the storage will be done through online only. So online input as well as storage of accounting data or information. So here the first features of computerized accounting system is that so through computer, we are going to feed online as well as the storage will also be done through online only. Next, the second feature is that printout of purchase as well as sales invoice. So we can take the printout. So you know, in an organization, there are number of transactions which takes place in respect to purchase as well as sales. So through this computerized accounting system, so the printout of purchase and sales invoice can be taken through computer only. So we can get a printout of this invoice as well as sales invoice, that is purchase as well as sales invoice. And the third feature of computerized accounting system is every account and transaction is assigned in a unique code. So in order to easy reference or in order to make the transaction to refer very easily, so this unique code will be assigned through computerized accounting system. So like manually we are going to write the serial numbers. In the same way, through computer, a unique code will be identified or unique code will be given to identify each and every transaction. So this will be done through computer only, so that reference of the transaction takes place very easily through this unique code. And the next one is grouping of accounts is done from the very beginning. So here, like manual accounting system, in manual accounting system also, so if you are going to record the transactions, that is in the journal. So whenever the transaction takes place, immediately we are going to record in the book. Okay, so that is in manual accounting system. But under computerized accounting system, here also the transactions will be recorded simultaneously as and when it takes place. So from the very beginning, all the transactions will be recorded. Next, fifth feature is that instant reports for management, for example, income statement as well as balance sheet. So, of course, we know in a previous session we have learned that the working of the computer is very fast as well as it is very accurate. So, in the earlier feature we have learned that the transactions will be recorded as and when takes place. That is, from the very beginning we are going to record the transaction. So thereby at the end of the financial year it is very easy in order to prepare the financial statement. So financial statement in the form of income statement, that is trading profit and loss account, as well as balance sheet can be prepared very easily and very quickly at the end of the financial year. So a lot of time is not required when compared to manual accounting system. So you know the main advantage of computerized accounting system is that it stores lot of data at the same time. So here the speed of the computer as well as the accuracy of the computer is very more, or it is more when compared to manual accounting system. So these are the features of computerized accounting system. So for 2 marks they might ask, explain any 2 features of computerized accounting system. And for 1 mark you can expect the same question, explain any 1 feature of computerized accounting system. So you can write any 2 or any 1. Now coming to the next concept, that is management information system and accounting information system. So we call it as MIS and AIS. So management information system and accounting information system, that is AIS. Now here also you can expect the question, expand MIS. So what is MIS? Management Information System, or expand AIS, Accounting Information System. And I have clearly told you, when there is or when they have asked for expansion, you have to be very careful. So this A should be in capital, I should be in capital, and S should be in capital. Okay. So whenever they ask for abbreviations or expansion, so you have to see the word and expand that word. Now coming to management information system, let us see what is the meaning of that. So here also you can expect 2 marks question. What is management information system? Or for 2 marks, what is accounting information system? For 1 mark they will ask the abbreviation. For 2 marks they will ask the meaning of this particular word. Now coming to management information system, so it is a system that provides the information necessary to take decisions and management or manage an organization effectively. So what is this management information system? So it is a system where it provides the information in order to manage or in order to conduct the business activity effectively. So here the word itself says that management information system, in the sense it is an information system where it provides the information in order to manage the whole organization effectively as well as efficiently. So in order to conduct the organization effectively, so this management information system will provide information. So what you have to remember, the word itself tells that management information system, in the sense it provides information in order to manage the whole activities of an organization effectively. So management information system is a system that provides the information necessary to take decisions. So decisions comes under management of an organization, correct? So in order to take the right decisions and in order to manage the whole organization, so this MIS will provide the information. Now coming to the next concept, that is accounting information system, AIS. So accounting information system, it is also a system of identifying, collecting, processing, summarizing and communicating or reporting accounting information about the business organization. So this MIS is related to management, whereas AIS related to accounting concepts. Okay, so it is a system of identifying. So it identifies the transaction, it collects the information, it processes those information, that is, it collects the data, it processes the information, it summarizes. Summarizing means what? That is making ready the information in such a way that has to be communicated to the user, so that user has to understand those information properly. So, or presenting those information in such a way that it has to be communicated to the users. So, summarizing and communicating. So, after summarizing, after preparing everything in a user-defined format, it has to be communicated to the users. So, whole activity includes under accounting information system. So, what you have to remember here, under AIS, it is related to accounting, which starts with identifying, collecting of data, processing of data into meaningful information, then summarizing. So, making ready those information in order to communicate. So, after that, communicating those information in the form of reports, that is economic information about a business organization. So, here everything is done through the computer. So, accounting information system is related to accounting, where it starts with identifying, collecting, processing, summarizing and communicating the accounting reports to the users, that is business reports to the users. So, hope you are clear with both the meaning, that is MIS as well as AIS. Now, coming to the next concept, designing of accounting reports. So, how by using the computer accounting reports will be designed. Okay, so when the related information is summarized to meet a particular need is called as a report. So, we have already know about it. So, whatever the information of accounting, so it has to be presented to the users. So, that presentation of accounting information is called as what? A report. Now, when the related information, that is the information which is needed by the users, has to be summarized properly and it has to be presented to the users, that presentation of accounting information is called as a report. So, example, summary reports, that is P&L account and balance sheet. So, normally the business organization will present its reports to the user in the form of profit and loss account as well as balance sheet, whereby through profit and loss account, the user will come to know the net profit or net loss, and through balance sheet, he will come to know the financial position, that is the total of assets as well as total of liabilities of an organization. Now, what you have to remember here, a report in the sense the summarized information which is presented to the users. So, that is known as what? Report, and normally business organization will present their report in the form of profit and loss account as well as balance sheet. Now, coming to the next one, essential features of accounting report. So, here also you can expect a question on accounting report. You might get a 1-mark question. What is report? So, you can write this answer. Okay. Or you can get an example for report. So, your example will be profit and loss account as well as balance sheet. Now, coming to the next concept, let us see how this report should be. So, that is essential features of accounting report. So, the first one is relevance. So, it should be relevant in nature, that is here the accounting information has to be relevant in nature, and the next one is timeliness. So, it has to be provided to the user in the right time at the right place. So, right time. Next one is accuracy. So, through computerized accounting system, we know the main advantage of computer is that its accuracy. So, in the sense, it will provide the exact information. So, here also through accounting report, it should be accurate in nature. Next one is completeness. So, it includes all the information which is fed by the organization. So, it includes complete information. So, whatever the data which is been fed into the computer, so all the data will be processed into meaningful information. So, a complete report will be there. Next one is summarization. So, at the end of the processing of data into information, so it should be or it will be available in a summarized form. In the sense, it is ready to be communicated to the users in an understandable form. So, these are the few features of accounting report. Here also, you might get a question, write any 2 features of accounting report. So, you can write any of the 2 features here. Now coming to the next concept, that is MIS report, that is designing of accounting report. Under that we have MIS report, that is Management Information System report. So let us see what are these here. So which includes under MIS reports, it includes summary reports. So which tells the summary of that particular accounting information, which is known as summary report, where the best example is profit and loss account as well as balance sheet. So as I have already discussed, under MIS report, the first one is summary reports, which includes a summary of accounting information, and the best example for summary report is that profit and loss account of an organization and balance sheet. And the second one is demand report. So these are the reports which is demanded by the users. So the best example is that bad debt reports, that is a report relating to bad debts, and stock valuation report. So these are the examples for demand report. Next one is customer or suppliers report. So this is a report relating to the customer as well as supplier, and the example is statement of account and purchase analysis. So this is relating to the customer as well as suppliers report. Next one is exception reports, where it includes inventory report in the short supplies and stock status queries. So these are the few examples here. So you can go through these examples. Next one is a responsibility report, so which includes a report on cash position. So report on cash position by the finance as well as account departments to the top. So it is a responsibility of an organization to maintain these responsibility reports. That is, what is the cash position in the business. That is, in order to undertake any of the activity in an organization, they have to know what is the availability of cash, for which they will prepare this responsibility report. So all these reports are included under Management Information System reports. So hope you are clear about it. So you might get a question, write any two MIS reports. So you can write any of the two. Next one is steps involved in designing the accounting reports. Let us see what are the steps which are involved in preparing of this accounting report. So the first one is definition of the objective. So we have to define what is the objective, what is the necessity to prepare that accounting report. So whole information will be framed or whole information will be summarized and it will be given to the users in the form of report, correct? So before giving the report or before preparing the report, the organization has to know what is its objective. So without an objective, we cannot prepare a report randomly. So first the organization has to know what is the necessity, what is the objective of that particular report, then we have to prepare. So the objective of the report must be clearly defined. Who are the users of the report? So we have to know who are the users for whom we have to submit that report, who is actually needed. So that we have to identify who are the users of the report and the decision to be taken on the basis of report. So based on the users, so after deciding who are the users, so based on their necessity, accounting report has to be prepared. That is your first step, that is defining of objectives. Next one is structure of the report. So let us see how the report should be. So what are the things that they have to be remembered while designing a report? So the information should be contained therein and the style of presentation. So how the report has to be presented. So what is the structure of the report? So what are the information it has to be included and then how it has to be presented. So what is the style of presentation? So everything will be decided in the next step, that is structure of the report. Next one is querying with the database. So the accounting information queries must be clearly defined and the methodology to be adopted while interacting with the database. So what are the data that has to be included while preparing the report. So what are the data, how it has to be collected, so how it has to be summarized and how it has to be presented. So everything will be discussed about the data under the third step, that is querying with the database. Of course, we know who are the users, how it has to be presented. Now, in order to presenting of that particular information, so what are the raw data that has to be collected? So that is decided in the third step. Next, fourth one is finalizing the report. So after collecting sufficient data and processing them to meaningful information, then we know how it has to be presented, for whom it has to be presented. After deciding everything, we have to finalize the report. That is your last step, that is finalizing the report. So these are the few steps which is involved while designing the accounting reports. Now let us see what are the expected questions on particular topic what we have discussed today. So expected questions on features of computerized accounting system. So let us see what are the questions they might ask here. So they might ask, write any two features of computerized accounting system. So you have to write any two features because the weightage of this chapter is only 2 as well as 1 mark and 1 practical oriented question. So I have already told you which is that practical oriented question, that is components of computer system. Okay, so that will be the practical oriented question. Other than that, you will expect only 2 as well as 1 mark. Now coming to this topic, that is features of computerized accounting system, the most expected question is write any two features of computerized accounting system. So here I have given all the features. You can write any two features for 2 marks. That is online input and storage of accounting, printout of purchase as well as sales invoice. Every account and transactions is assigned a unique code. That is grouping of accounts is done from the very beginning. So when the transaction takes place, from the beginning itself grouping takes place, then instant reports for the management. So these are the few features of this accounting information system. So here instant report, in the sense you might get an example also, that is income statement as well as balance sheet, etc. This is a question what you can expect for 2 marks under features of computerized accounting system. You have to write any two features. Next, for 1 mark, state any one features of computerized accounting system. In the sense, you have to go through the concept where you can expect for both 2 as well as 1 mark. For 1 mark, they will ask only one feature. For 2 marks, they will ask any two features. Now coming to the one feature, you can write any one of the feature. So here I have given online input as well as storage of accounting data. So this is about, or these are the questions what you can expect from the topic, that is features of computerized accounting system. Now coming to MIS and AIS. So let us see what are the expected questions from management information system and accounting information system. So you might get a question for 2 marks. What is management information system or what is MIS? So I have already discussed about it. So it is an information system where it provides information for the management of an organization in order to take the proper decisions. So information will be provided, that is known as what? Management information system. Or for 1 mark also you can expect the same question. As I've already told you, you can ask, or they will ask the abbreviation of MIS, or they might ask it as expand MIS. So what is MIS? Management Information System. That is for 1 mark. So this will be for 2 marks and this will be for 1 mark. Next, coming to AIS, Accounting Information System, they might ask what is AIS. So what is AIS? I have already told you. So this is the information which is provided relating to accounting, where it starts with identifying, collecting, processing, summarizing, communicating the accounting information to the respective users. That is known as Accounting Information System. So this is a 2 marks question once again. Now, for 1 mark, they might ask on the same topic, expand AIS, that is Accounting Information System for 1 mark. Okay, so these are the expected questions on MIS and AIS. On the next concept, that is designing of accounting reports. Let us see what are the questions you can expect here. So they might ask for 2 or 1 mark. So if they are, or if you are going to write the example, then it is for 2 marks. Okay, so they might ask what is a report. Then how you have to answer, when the related information is summarized in such a way that it has to be communicated to the users. So that is known as what? Report. So when the related information is summarized, meet a particular need. Particular need is nothing but to communicate to the users. So it is called as report, and the example is summary report. That is, under summary report, we come across profit and loss account as well as balance sheet. So this is for 2 marks, or you might get for 1 marks also. What is report? So 2 as well as 1 mark. Next one, state any 2 essential features of accounting report. So they have asked any 2, in the sense this is for 2 marks. So you have to write any 2 features of accounting report. So here I have given all the features, you can write any 2. That is relevance, timeliness, accuracy, completeness as well as summarization. So these are the questions where you can expect from the topic designing of accounting reports. So a few more questions you can expect here, that is under designing of accounting report. That is third question, state any 2 MIS reports. So we have already discussed all the MIS reports. So you can write any 2 for 2 marks. So since they have asked 2 here, so this is for 2 marks, where you can write about summary report, demand report as well as customer or suppliers report, exception report as well as responsibility report. So any 2 will be asked for 2 marks. Next, fourth question, state any 1 type of MIS report. So since they have asked any 1, so this is for 1 marks then. So state any 1 type of MIS report. So you can write any 1. So better you take the summary report, where it includes profit and loss account as well as balance sheet. So these are the expected questions on designing of accounting report. So there are number of questions they might ask. So my dear students, hope you have understood this chapter. Very small chapter where you can expect 2 marks, 1 mark as well as 5 marks important practical oriented question. See you all in my next session with a new topic. Till then, take care. Thank you.